Hey, this is Greg from Smash Mouth, and we're hanging in the hang. Why don't you all come out and hang with us? Hey now, you're an all-star.
Oh, Elvis? It's weird. I was a kid that saw somebody on TV and just was like, that's the shit right there. You can't, I mean, I get chills just talking about the guy, but I watched the same tapes over. I got tapes that I've worn. I used to record everything on him. I don't know what we are. I think we're a pop rock band with I don't know, with an alcohol twist. I think a lot of things that people don't know is that we definitely earn the right to be here, because it wasn't walk on the sun. I mean, that's the reason why we sold a lot of records. That's the reason why we're here in a lot of ways. But nobody saw behind the doors how hard we worked and that's why we've made a lot of enemies, especially in our hometown with other bands and musicians and struggling musicians, because they felt like we just came out of nowhere and just and had a free ticket through radio. They don't understand all the, I mean, all the push play, all the work that we did, to get to that point. I mean, we basically sat in the studio our work ethic, it was pretty heavy. I wouldn't be in a band with Greg and Paul if I didn't think they were the best. So, and just, I don't know. I don't think we have to worry as much as other bands, because other bands, a lot of bands rely on other people to write music for them and pave their way. I mean, put a Britney Spears, stand her in a room by herself and say, write a song, and then come back and have somebody else who wrote her hit come in and play her song and their song. You're going to say, get the hell out. You're cute, but you're just another teeny bopper in high school, And without that, you're nothing. And it's sad to say that, but there's so many artists like that. I've contemplated quitting. I mean, I really have. Back when the band wasn't, when we weren't getting along as much because we just weren't into playing, because everything was, we just weren't up to the speed that I wanted it to be. And I think everybody else knew it, and we were all like, just trying to, drink through it or something. I mean, we were at the point last year where we were basically drinking to just get through shows, and it's like, it's so nice to have that change to where we actually go out there and we're like sober and we're really having a good time and getting along great. We're getting along better than ever. I've walked into buddies of mine's office that are A&R guys, and it's classic, because I've walked in 6-8 months later, and the same fucking tape is sitting in the same place. It's just got 10 more stacked on it, DATs and tapes and CDs, and it's like, so you just got to know, I think radio is really, really the way to go. There's a lot of sorry asses in the record industry, but there's a lot of great people, and luckily we've surrounded I made a lot of good friends, and I've met a lot of good people. And speaking of the industry, I just started my own label through Interscope, and it's like I'm doing it because I want to create a really good label, a really good family-oriented, small label. I don't want to be crazy.
When I was a kid, one of my first records was Surfin' Safari, and my mom bought it for me. I'm just like, why would you buy me this? These like 5 geeky guys with a surfboard, and I'm like, give me Kiss or something, And I liked it, and I listened to it, and I thought it was really funny. It was like cartoon music. It just reminded me of cartoon characters, and then later on, like just actually maybe like 10 years ago, I'm like, whoa, the Beach Boys are killer. I think our drummer Kevin had the best description, California in a can. That's my favorite one so far. Some people, I'll tell you the ones I hate is ska punk, punk ska, frat rock is my least favorite, stuff like that. Eric Valentine produced both albums, and I think that after he's known us for long enough, he knows what we want to hear, what we have in our heads and what he makes happen through the speakers is the same, you know. And he's a total genius. He's like the fifth member of the band. And I think the first album was just, we did that on a very low budget. We paid for it ourselves. It was pretty much, he's gonna hate me if I say this, so I'm not gonna say demo tape, but to us it was like our first like real effort to make a decent recording and, you know, and try to get a record deal. But it was kind of like we were gonna put that out ourselves, like on our own, like makeshift record label. And what happened was Walking on the Sun got heard by K-Rock in LA, and they started playing it before we got a record deal. That's how we got the record deal. A lot of the songs are geared towards fan mail, you know, just letters that we get. Like All Stars, definitely, it's like a gift to all these people, all these kids that wrote us saying, you know, my life is terrible, my parents suck, and I hate school, and I'm about to run away and kill myself, you know, but I listened to Nervous in the Alley, and it changed my life, you know. That's really cool. I just think that, you know, this record, you know, I think that we were just tired of being like fast and furious, and like we don't have as much aggression anymore because we're not angry anymore. We're happy, we're content, you know, but we're doing what we've always wanted to do, and, you know, and so I think that we decided to make a really super happy record, you know. The song called Waste. That's our secret weapon. That's gonna be, I think, like the fourth single, and you know, everyone I play that for, like, kind of goes, whew, man, dude, it's a good song, dude. I know what you're saying, dude. You know, and it's a breakup song, and it just makes every one of my most like macho friends just break down. It's hilarious. I talk to other bands, like we're on tour, I'm like, do you guys get fan mail? It's like, we never see it. And I'm just like, yeah, you're missing out on like one of the best things about this whole, you know, entertainment, successful band crap, you know? That is just the best thing out of all of it, you know?